There are some very scary and disturbing pictures on the internet, but where do they originate from? Well, Chilling Scares is about to tell us, because that's who we're reacting to today. Chilling Scares, awesome channel. Make sure to click the link in the description below if you want to watch any more of his videos. They're really good.
And his voice just makes things particularly creepy.
Don't forget to let me know what you think down in the comments below as well. If any of these photos pique your interest, or you have any other photos that you found, or have any other scary stories, please let me know down below. But with that being said,
let's go.
Rake.
The Rake.
If you've been on the horror side of the internet for even a short amount of time, there's a good chance you've heard of the Rake.
Yes.
The story of the Rake
A lot.
first emerged in the early 2000s on the online forum 4chan. Initially, it took the form of a series of anonymous posts and accounts by individuals claiming to have encountered a mysterious creature in the woods. These narratives described a humanoid creature with pale, gaunt features,
That'd be
long
terrifying.
limbs, and large, soul-piercing eyes, a being known as the Rake. And even if you've never heard of the name before, there's a high chance that you've seen this image. In it, we can see some kind of creature lurking in the bottom right-hand corner of a photograph taken somewhere in a forest during the dead of night.
Oh yeah, that's
The
creepy.
Rake is shown with glowing white eyes and a long, skinny body. It's an image that has haunted those who have seen it, desperately trying to figure out what exactly this terrifying entity is. The image in question was reposted all over the internet, and its eerie, realistic look convinced people into thinking it was a genuine photo taken by a trail cam or something.
I'm saying it now. It's either drugs or Lord Voldemort. It's one of the two. But it is very, very creepy. I mean, look at that face. I wouldn't want to encounter that face.
Something of the like. While doing research on the origins of the photograph, it turns out it was actually part of a large marketing campaign for the video game Resistance 3.
Oh, cool.
Which was released on September 6, 2011. In Resistance 3, there's a brief moment where players encounter a similar creature known as the Grim. The design of the Grim, with its pale and emaciated appearance, resonated with the collective imagination of the online community, leading to the adoption of the image as the visual representation of the creepypasta that is the Rake.
Well, I mean, I've played a lot of horror games that has a rake-like creature in it, so I can see where like the inspiration for it would come to, because I mean, a character like that has been in all kinds of video games for a long time, and is very creepy.
As is common with many creepypastas, the story of the Rake quickly gained traction across various online platforms. Writers and artists expanded on the original concept, adding their own twists and adaptations to the creature's mythology. The association of the Rake with the image from Resistance 3 played a significant role in its widespread recognition and adoption within the online horror community. Even though the photo in question caused many people on the internet to be creeped out, it is worth noting how intriguing it is that this image essentially helped to shed a light on more creepypastas. It's safe to assume that without the mass popularity of the Rake and its image, creepypastas wouldn't be as widely well known.
It is very true. He is one of the most popular creepypasta characters, and you can see his face plastered on all kinds of stuff that's like paranormal on the internet. A lot of people use him as thumbnails and stuff for videos. Very popular.
Teletubbies.
Oh god.
In the late 1990s, a British children's television show burst onto the scene, captivating young viewers with its whimsical characters and vibrant world. The Teletubbies, created by Anne Wood and Andrew Davenport, became an instant sensation, captivating children and adults alike with their unique blend of educational content, imaginative storytelling, and infectious joy.
Teletubbies by themselves are just creepy. I don't know what it is about them, but they just creep the heck out of me.
Each Teletubby had its distinct appearance, personality, and color, making them easily recognizable and relatable to young viewers.
Yes.
Although these characters are beloved by young children around the world, there is one specific photograph of the Teletubbies
That's horrifying.
People out, and it's
Very,
hard to see
very
why.
creepy.
The photograph in question shows a young boy sitting in some sort of hospital room surrounded by 4 of the main Teletubbies. However, these aren't the ordinary Teletubbies that we're used to.
This kid, I'm sorry I keep pausing, but Teletubbies are creepy. But you can see the look on that kid's face. He is not entertained at all. He's like, get me out of here, please. They're horrifying.
These ones have completely black, lifeless eyes that are absolutely horrifying to look at as the 4 of them stare at the camera.
Yes.
But what exactly is this photograph, and what's going on here? Let's examine the photo. A poster of the Dutch football star Dennis Bergkamp can be seen on the wall in the background. In light of this, it's very conceivable that this picture was taken in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's also important to note that the image in the corner is actually a snapshot of another image. It looks to be a picture of a picture. We cannot, of course, overlook the fact that these outfits are meant to be spooky. These were designed to be disturbing, and thus it appears that everything was done on purpose.
Yeah,
The first occurrence of this image on the internet, according to what I was able to find, refers to this Reddit post from the r/creepy subreddit with the caption, "As if being sick as a kid wasn't scary enough."
They ain't wrong, though.
It's on the wall in the children's ward of an English hospital under the name Celebrities Who Visited Us, wrote the uploader JF1984 in a comment. The uploader hasn't made a post on Reddit in almost 7 years, indicating that he presumably no longer uses that account, although he still is active on other social networking sites where he goes by the name JF Doodles. When Scare Theater, a YouTuber, messaged him about the Teletubbies image, he replied that he had seen the image on the notice board in a children's hospital waiting area. Jay regrettably replies that he didn't know any further details regarding the image when he was pressed. He said that owing to the hospital's rigorous patient confidentiality policies, he wouldn't be able to get in touch with them easily. Beyond this, it's difficult to uncover any more information regarding this image. Given the circumstances, we can only infer that this was a hospitalized child who was visited by these men in an effort to lift his spirits. But it's definitely safe to say that it didn't go over all that well, since what type of youngster would find themselves in a better frame of mind after seeing these four enter to surprise them?
I would definitely be very, very angry at my parents if I was that age and that came to see me while I was in the hospital. Although it's kind of a good thing that they came there while he's at the hospital, because that's enough to stop a kid's heart. And being in a hospital is the best place for your heart to stop. That is both hilarious and horrifying at the same time.
Smile Dog.
Oh, this one's creepy.
Those who have gone digging around for creepypastas and creepy images on the internet in the past have surely seen at least one of these three images. Like many other things, Smile Dog may be linked back to 4chan, in this case the X-board. The image is more than 10 years old, and the earliest creepypasta article I could locate was from 2010. Many individuals have been truly disturbed by the well-known and unsettling site known as smile.jpg. According to the legend, if someone sees the image, they will instantly feel compelled to share it with everyone they know. This is necessary because it's said he'll pay you a visit if you don't. The legend states that the dog represents a demonic creature or bad spirit that would purportedly torment the victim until it becomes its real form and kills them. Unless they distribute the photo, of course. People who say they saw smile.jpg frequently faintly joke that they were too busy to download a copy of the image on their computer. All supposed victims, however, provide the identical description of the image. The only background feature visible is a human hand extending from the shadows on the left side of the picture, which is used to characterize the dog-like creature's appearance, which is typically described as resembling a Siberian husky. But creepypasta aside, where does this image originate from? There are really 3 photographs, but alas, there isn't much, if any, information available for 2 of them. There doesn't seem to be an explanation behind the photos, they just sort of exist.
The middle picture, from my understanding, and from what I've always heard, was supposed to be Satan himself. I'm not exactly sure that that's the case, but these 3 pictures are definitely very unsettling and very creepy, and it just kind of gives you goosebumps a little bit. I mean, the whole chainmail thing about redistributing the pictures is not creepy at all, but just the pictures themselves are very disturbing.
The one that appears to have been much overexposed is the one for which I do have some information. Feel free to post a comment below if you happen to know anything about the other 2 pictures. However, I do know a little bit about this one. Reddit user Not Hurting Anymore 5678 wrote a post titled, "I think I found one of the images used to make Smile Dog," with a picture of a husky.
What is
Facial
that?
features and eyes are identical when comparing the 2 pictures. I have to say, it is startlingly similar to the Smile Dog picture. The only problem is that the dog in the image is obviously not in front of a red curtain. A
Yeah.
Reddit user named Ice Cream Guy posted a comment revealing that he had found the curtain background used in the photo. As you can see, in the image the ears have also been clearly cropped off. They would simply need to crop out the dog while only going around its head, position it in front of a crimson curtain background, and then apply the eerie effects to it. But that's pretty much all we know. We know nothing about the image's creator and only have little information on one of the 3 photos. In time, we'll hopefully find more information regarding the other Smile Dog photos that, as of right now, remain incredibly mysterious.
Those are definitely the creepiest photos thus far.
Mickey Mouse Basement.
Oh, what is
Mickey Mouse,
this?
the iconic cartoon character created by Walt Disney, has captivated the hearts of children around the world for decades. With his infectious charm, playful nature, and timeless appeal, Mickey Mouse has become a beloved figure in popular culture. Despite this, though, there is a particular image on the internet of this iconic character portrayed in a rather distressing way. The photograph in question shows an old, dilapidated basement that has certainly seen better days.
Much better days.
Peering around a corner in the distance is a man dressed up in an extremely frightening, eerie Mickey Mouse costume. The man's mask
Pretty
also
eerie.
seems to be a bit squished in, which adds to the nightmare fuel that's already heavily present. It looks to be something you'd see out of a horror movie. It should be mentioned that there was also a very similar photo that circulated online, which showed someone pointing a gun at the man dressed as Mickey. But it turned out this was just a convincing photoshopped version of the original image.
I wouldn't really call it convincing. I mean, you can tell with the lighting and stuff like that, and just underneath it, you can tell that's definitely fake. You can also see the pixelization around the top of the hand and on the side of the hand right here. So you can definitely tell that this is fake. I mean, they did pretty good with the Photoshop, but it's fake. It's still creepy though.
By doing a bit of research on the internet relating to this picture, you'll find that there really isn't a lot of information out there regarding the backstory or origins of it, or even what exactly is going on in it. However, there are some people online who have their theories about what's going on. A Reddit user by the name of Real Show posted to the r/outoftheloop subreddit asking his fellow Redditors what exactly the photograph is, who took it, etc. Another Reddit user replied to the post stating, "It's just a cursed photo using creepypastas and memes, just like all cursed photos. Probably some dude's just kidding. One encountered a dirty Mickey Mouse suit and decided to take a photo of himself in it in an abandoned looking place to make a scary photo." A lot of the comments seem to echo that theory, which, if true, is a sigh of relief. If this is not the case, however, then what exactly is going on in this extremely weird and unexplainable image? Is this just some guy messing around in a Mickey Mouse outfit in an attempt to scare the internet?
Yeah, I would
Or
say
is this
so.
something far more sinister? We'll likely never know.
I think it's just someone posting for a like a creepy picture. They just found like a rundown Mickey Mouse costume and they decided to take a creepy picture and then like in some basement somewhere. I don't think there's anything too malicious about it, really. It's just there for the creeps.
Stairs in the woods. Reddit user Search and Rescue Woods posted a tale on August 25th, 2015, which stated a whole frenzy. Strange staircases seem to be appearing everywhere in the woods. As soon as the article appeared on Reddit, additional people jumped in to comment and add their own tales, giving the phenomenon more credibility. But is it true or is it a hoax? Numerous blogs and communities, including Reddit, have spread the tale, which has since grown to the status of something of an online legend. The text of the original post is as follows. Now, I don't know if this is true in every SAR unit, but in mine it's sort of an unspoken, regular thing we run into. You can try asking about it with other SAR officers, but even if they know what you're talking about, they probably won't say anything about it. We've been told not to talk about it by our superiors, and at this point we've all gotten so used to it that it doesn't even seem weird anymore. On just about every case where we're really far off in the wilderness, I'm talking 30 or 40 miles, at some point we'll find a staircase in the middle of the woods. It's almost like if you took the staircase in your house, cut them out, and put them in the forest. I asked about it the first time I saw some, and the other officer just told me not to worry about it, that it was normal. Everyone I asked said the same thing. I wanted to check them out, but I was told very emphatically that I should never go near any of them. I just sort of ignore them now when I run into them, because it happens so frequently.
Now, I've never seen anything about a staircase in my many childhood years growing up in the woods. Now, me and my stepbrother, though, on the other hand, we did find other creepy things out in the woods. Like, we went out one time, it was rather close to the house, actually, and there was just a concrete slab, perfectly square, out there. And we thought it was pretty strange, like it was covering something up, right? But when we left, and we came back the very next day, it was gone. I have no idea where it went. Neither did he. We could never find that slab anymore after that. It was incredibly weird.
It's interesting to note that this was not merely something that came from a creepypasta. Broadcast 2 months before the initial creepypasta, a WLOS News 13 film investigated the same idea. But let's get into the actual origins of this photo. It turns out that this was a massive art project by a man named Bruce Allen, who constructed this in 1988. Allen stated, "I was overwhelmed by the scale, energy, and presence of the trees, and spent several days tramping through Beechenhurst on and off the paths, looking at what was there, getting a feeling of the place, and wondering how my own ideas might fit in. I took along with me the knowledge that globally, forests and jungles are being stripped, exploited for timber, and cleared for farming. However, despite the historical exploitation that has happened in the Dean, mining of iron ore and coal, felling trees for timber, shipbuilding, and charcoal, there exists in the forests an intimacy peculiar to no other place that I know. Based on the design of their earliest astronomical observations in India, Bruce Allen created the observatory, a straightforward artwork that consists of a stairway that leads nowhere.
It's a pretty nice
It's painted
stairway.
black to contrast with the light and vibrancy of the forest, which was situated near a protected pond in a region of trees bordered by a thicker plantation. Visitors may halt and take in the woodland from an observation platform at the top of the staircase and a little alcove under the stairs. The sculpture was just some innocent art project used by people online as the face of a creepypasta. Nowadays,
I
the
can see that.
sculpture has since been decommissioned. There's no remaining trace of it in the real world today."
That kind of happens a lot, actually. The internet will get a hold of something that's innocent, like an art project or something like that, and all of a sudden it's a big thing. It's a creepypasta. There's all kinds of rumors, and just people just keep making up more and more stuff that has to do with it. Well, there you go, everyone. Those were some very disturbing photos. I hope you guys enjoyed them and learned the backstory of some of these. Very creepy. A lot of them, you know, can send shivers down your spine. Don't forget to check out Chilling Scares. If you like this video, make sure to go check out his stuff. If you haven't heard of him before, I'm sure you probably already have. Like I said, link is in the description below. Let me know what you thought about these as well. If you like the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Stay casual, and I'm out of here.